Guys, Ninjago Theory Channel here. So if you haven't already seen LEGO Ninjago Season 8, spoilers for the episodes that have already been released, so be warned. Two mysterious villains have been brought into the season, one of them whose identity has already been confirmed, that being Hiromi as the Quiet One. However, Mr. E, the other villain henchman to Hiromi, has not yet had their identity be revealed yet. So today, I will be going over the 5 candidates who I think Mr. E could be. So when I first heard that Mr. E was an Nindroid, my mind immediately thought of him being CRYPTOR. So why do I not think that Mr. E is CRYPTOR against popular fan speculation? Well, for 2 primary reasons. Firstly, CRYPTOR is a big talker and really likes to make fun of his enemies with his words, to hurt his enemies. And to be honest with you, this seems to be the opposite with Mr. E. Mr. E has so far only said one line in the series, that being, "The trap has been set." So I really don't think CRYPTOR could be Mr. E. Another reason is the fact that CRYPTOR's soul is in the departed realm, and although perhaps he could have escaped like Garmadon or even Klaus, I really don't see this happening. He was back in Day of the Departed, which means he's dead, while also meaning that his soul is likely not in another Nindroid as well, which is why I don't think CRYPTOR is likely to be Mr. E. So this is another popular fan theory that I could both see and not see happening at the same time. So let me explain myself. Firstly, I think this is credible because MINDROID is seen rarely talking, just like Mr. E is, which I think immediately makes him a credible candidate for Mr. E. While, also, we see a Nindroid that looks very familiar to him in Ninjago Season 4, Episode 9, which means he could still be alive and maybe in a new body. Now, for the reasons I don't think I see this happening. Firstly, MINDROID had very limited screen time and not many people see him as a big villain in Ninjago, or even a big villain in Season 3 of Ninjago, where many people see him as being overshadowed by other villains in that season, like the Overlord, Pythor, and CRYPTOR. Another reason I could not see this happening is because he was seen exploding next to CRYPTOR in Season 3 during ZANE's sacrifice scene, and although that Nindroid in Cryptarium Prison could be him, it was never confirmed to be him, and for as much as we know, he at least seems to be destroyed. This is a theory I see as very likely for a variety of reasons. Firstly, many people will argue about this theory because Mr. E's name is Mystery, and therefore it is his identity that is a mystery. And to counter this, I say, maybe the mystery wasn't who he is, but perhaps what he is. Another reason I could see this happening is because Mr. E's identity hasn't been revealed yet, and isn't being built up as much as it was before in earlier Ninjago Season 8 episodes. Perhaps there isn't anyone we know behind this mask, but instead a new character we've never seen before. I could see this happening, although with all the hype around his identity that the writers built up to, I'm not sure if they would choose this route to go with Mr. E's identity. And I also think that there are a lot more likely candidates for this Nindroid's true identity. Now just for the record, I do not think that Mr. E is the Overlord at all. In fact, I think that it is even less likely to happen than CRYPTOR being revealed to be Mr. E. However, a fragmented and dispersed part of the Overlord virus being revealed to be Mr. E, I see this as very likely to be revealed to be Mr. E. Firstly, Mr. E is the arch-nemesis of ZANE, just like the actual Overlord was, and I think it would be very interesting to see ZANE and the other ninja have to fight a part of their former adversary's soul. Secondly, the Overlord is notorious for hacking into robots and machines, which is why I also could see a part of the Overlord's soul hacking into a lone Nindroid and taking the name of Mr. E. Another reason is that in Episode 8 of Ninjago Season 8, Mr. E is the only Sons of Garmadon member that is not shown to be under arrest, which I think could be because the writers don't want such a notorious villain like the Overlord, or a part of him, being captured so easily. Overall, I think the Overlord virus has a very likely chance of being Mr. E. Now this theory has already been covered a lot, and in all honesty, I fully agree with it. I truly believe if any of these candidates are going to be Mr. E, the most likely one is Echo ZANE, for a variety of reasons. Firstly, I think this is because he and ZANE are very similar and brothers of sorts. I think this reveal would be the one that would hurt and develop ZANE's character the most. It would also fit the famous idea that the greatest enemy is yourself motto that's been used in Ninjago history a lot, with ZANE having to confront an earlier version of himself. Perhaps Echo ZANE turned evil because he felt abandoned or jealous of ZANE replacing him. His name also starts with E, and Mr. E's name starts with E, so that might also be not a coincidence. Finally, I think this theory has credibility, since if you look closely in episode 4 of Ninjago Season 8, Mr. E's right arm falls off, just like Echo ZANE's right arm would always fall off, which I think is also most likely not a coincidence. Overall, I think it is extremely likely that Mr. E will turn out to be an upgraded version of Echo ZANE. So anyways guys, that's my take on who I think Mr. E could actually be. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know who you think Mr. E might be. And until next time guys.